Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Figland Foodies. This time, for those that followed me last year, this is called a wonderful pomegranate variety. I harvested, I don't know, 13 or so pomegranates off of it, and it was its first year in ground after a few years in a 15-gallon pot. And as you can see here, the top growth has all died. Okay, it didn't make it through the winter, but what did happen is I've got a bunch of shoots coming out from the bottom. And how do I handle this? Well, very easy. Nature is telling me, look, if you really want to do this, okay, usually pomegranates are hardy from zones 8 through 11 in 6B/7A where I'm at. I'm kind of pushing the limit. But what it is telling me, I'm taking a failure and I'm turning it into a positive. I'm going to start to grow this in a bush form. Okay, now I'm going to make a cut. This is the part everybody gets anxious about. Make the cut right about here at this level. That's about where the branching ends. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, guys, and here is the finished cut at a slight angle. That was a Japanese pruning saw that I used. And all I'm going to do for the rest of this season is let all of this grow. And then in the springtime, I will pick the strongest branches that I can find on here, like the first ones that break dormancy, the thickest ones, so on and so forth. But I'll continue that in a bit. Now I'm going to take you over to another plant that I put in the ground this year, and it's its first year in the ground. And I'll show you what this looked like prior to this. All right, so we'll head over there now. And here we are at the second pomegranate. This variety is Uzbek, the first variety that I did over there. That was called a Wonderful. So two different varieties. This one is supposed to be more cold hardy. I planted this in ground. This was a 2-year-old tree prior to me planting it in ground this year. And as you can see here, I'm already, what I always say is I'm hedging my bets. And I learned from the first one, the worst thing you can do in any gardening thing, whether it's figs, pomegranates, peaches, pears, pick a fruit or vegetable, the worst thing you can do is have something that happens and not try to make a correction. It's already giving me the answer over there on that particular variety. Now in this variety, it might make it through this coming winter, and we'll see what happens. So for now, we're going to let it just grow and we'll go from there. Have a great day, everybody.